Okay, hi. Good to see you all. Let's
Look at,
have fun tonight.
yeah, look at the smile. We're trying to have fun. And then Mr. Yuka, Mr. Wahyu, and Mr. Fahru also will be and Miss Rani, by the way, will be the facilitators today. Hello, Mr. Yuka. Say hi.
Hi guys. Good evening.
Mr. Wahyu,
Hello guys, nice to see you.
looking cool, yeah. Mr. Wahyu looking cool. And then Mr. Fahrul, hello, Mr.
Okay, hi everyone. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, wearing Cilacs uniform, yeah. And then Miss Rani, last but not least, Miss Rani, hello.
Hi.
Okay, those are the facilitators and the committees. Thank you. Now, before we go to the main presentation, the topic today is leadership through altruistic love. What does that even mean? Altruistic love. I think it's very interesting for me myself. But then why do we need to know more about leadership? I think it's inevitable for us to be leaders someday, or even now, maybe some of you are leaders. So I think this topic is really crucial for us. And then we have the speaker today is a qualified speaker. I dare to say that because he has been the chief of the lead bank department in our institution, yeah, for 6 or 7 years. Yeah. So he has been R&D department chief for that years. He will talk about 20 minutes about that topic, about the altruistic love especially. He first took the English major and for his bachelor degree, and then he took the management. Yeah, so without a doubt, he's qualified to talk about this topic. Well, without further ado, I shall welcome the one and only Mas Deinza MM. Mas Deinza, the screen is yours.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Cahyo. But first, I'll need to share my screen first.
All right.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, and is it my voice clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, once again, thank you very much, Mr. Cahyo. And good evening, everyone. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, Mas Deinza.
Okay, perfect. I hope you're well, yeah? And
Altruistic.
okay. Thank you for all of you participating in this event. As Mr. Cahyo mentioned, my name is Deinza, and it's a pleasure to see you all. And it is an honor to be invited to participate in this fun SpeakUp community. And this evening, I would like to invite you to talk about leadership and altruistic love. And actually, I got a great opportunity to conduct research on these subjects a few years ago. And so, allow me to share with my experience and findings that I have summarized. And I'm hoping that we will be able to share our experiences later in the discussion. But Mr. Cahyo, give me a minute. I would like to greet our beloved former director of Cilacs, Universitas Islam Indonesia, Ibu Fitri Nugrahini, PhD. Bu Fitri. Hello, Bu Fitri. How are you, Bu Fitri?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, it's nice to meet you, Bu Fitri. Thank you for
Nice to meet
participating
you.
in this event. Hope we can talk later in the discussion session, ya, Bu Tini, ya, Bu Fitri, ya. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shall we start? First of all, okay, wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that you all hear the term leadership very often, right? Mostly we find the leadership topic in such as a new student orientation session, in a character building session, or even in motivational TV series. You know, Mario Teguh Golden Race, right? Yeah, a few years ago. And I believe that all of you adore a great leader that becomes your role models. Now, for a few moments, I do need your help to close your eyes. Please close your eyes, including you, Mr. Cahyo, yeah. Close your eyes and think about the leader that you admire. Think about his or her behavior. Think the way he or she talks. All right, that's enough. Thank you. Now you may open your eyes. Hi, everyone. How are you? Are you still with me? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. Well-known figures that become great leaders. So some of you might admire the strong and kind Steve Rogers, the Captain America, a man who always put people first, for sure, who inspires through actions, of course. Or you might adore Barack Obama, the former president of the US, who always shows gratitude in public. If you remember, Obama in 2008 had a campaign slogan which was, "Yes, we can." It represents the optimistic leader, right? And he is also well known for his ability to motivate people whenever they are under pressure. Well, anyway, get back to the leader that you admire. When you think a great leader, how do you love him or how do you love her? Do you like a leader who yells at you all the time? For example,
No.
in the conversation, Mr. Cahyo, get it done. Or will you love someone who helps you whenever encounter problems? For example, in the conversation, Mr. Cahyo, can I help you to get it done? So the choice is yours, right? Now, I want you to take a look at some popular definition of leadership. First, I would like to introduce you to a notable figure that had a long and distinguished career as a leader and a scholar of leadership. He served as CEO of the Herman Miller Company, a furniture manufacturer from 1980 to 1987. He says that the first responsibility of leader is to define. The last is to say thank you. And this is the interesting. In between, the leader is a servant. It is always a leader's responsibility to share with their followers, or let's say his or her people, about current situation they face as an organization. And I will say that it is the challenge of the leaders in organizations that they should be optimistic but realistic. Then a good leader is supposed to show and express what we call it as appreciation for people who apply themselves to make great contributions for organizational success. Then the most important thing is that a leader should serve people to, let's say, for instance, showing empathy, offering help, and encouraging them in their daily assignments. Whenever people encounter problems at work, leaders are ready to provide assistance in order they can overcome and complete the jobs. And then I would like to relate Max Deprey's definition of leadership with John C. Maxwell. I guarantee, I'm sure that you have known John C. Maxwell, #1 New York Times best-selling author, coach, and speaker, and has sold more than 24 million books in 50 languages. He has also trained 5 million leaders in 180 countries. That's outstanding, right? Maxwell says that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So Then a question come up: how do leaders influence people in an organization, right? If we talk about influence, we are going to talk about the positive influence and negative influence. And I bet you, I tend to believe that positive influence will determine people contributions to organizational success, since positive influence motivates people to do their best contributions. Besides, Maxwell's explain more about the factors that contribute to emerging as a leader who influences in a book entitled The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And two of those factors including character and relationship. First, character. It is essential for leadership since it is fundamental to building trust. We will talk it later. Second, the factor contributing to how leaders influence is the relationship between leaders and followers. The stronger leader builds the relationship with the people, the more likely the people will help the leader. Okay, so from Debri's and Maxwell's definition about leadership, we can learn that people should be the main focus in organization. I have also come to the same conclusion on people focus as Herb Kelleher, the best CEO in America according to Fortune magazine. He ever said that leaders must prioritize and love their people. Well, my impression is that it is interesting since, as we know, several organizations focus on customers first. Let's go back to the questions about how leaders serve and influence followers. And perhaps my best friend's experience will give us illustration to answer the questions. Okay, so I would like to introduce you.
I'm sorry. But can you please?
Okay, I would like to introduce you to my best friends. He is Paulus Aditya Hernawan, a training manager in one of the best hotels in Maldives. We studied in Sanata Dharma University about, let's say, 15 or 16 years ago. But I'm not that old, yeah. I'm still young. I'm still 20 actually.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Well, he is a good role model that I always adore. And I have got lots of lessons about HR management from him. And anyway, Adit has close relationship with the people in his workplace. You know, he always greets his employees and the guests, and he also has time to chat with them. So I tell you, at the first time Adit came to the hotel, everyone called him Sir. But then, right now, he is called brother by the people working in the hotel. So Adit used to want to know others' condition by simply asking, brother, sister, how are you doing? Why do you look so happy? Or if any employees look so tired, he will ask, why do you look so tired? What makes you tired? And how is your feeling? And Adit doesn't hesitate to offer help to others by asking, is there anything I can do for you? Adit told me that, you know, in Maldives, there is a profession, a unique profession called coconut tree climbers. So the main jobs are to pick coconuts and prune coconut leaves. It needs to be done so that the coconuts and the coconut leaves do not fall, hurt people, and ruin the building. One day, it was time to pick coconuts and prune the leaves. Since Adit had free time, he came with one of the employees to do the job. But of course, Adit would not climb the trees, yeah. His employees climbed the trees and Adit waited under the tree while collecting the coconuts and the leaves. Adit realized that his employees looked happy at that time. Adit thought that his employee was happy since he was accompanied and helped by him to complete the job. On another day, Adit met one of the hotel bartenders. The bartender had just been mentioned by the satisfied guest in the trip advisor because the bartender is friendly and he served a good drink for the satisfied guest. Adit congratulated him on the bartender's contribution to provide excellent service to the guests. The same as the climbers I told before, the bartender felt happy because he contributed to service excellently and he was appreciated by Adit. Moreover, Adit told me that in his organization, the employees come first and they must be happy. In that hotel, several ways the organization makes employees includes providing flexible office hours, employees cafeteria, and sport venues. So then, what value could we learn from Adit's experiences? Well, I tend to believe that it's what we call as altruistic love that plays a significant role in leadership. And it becomes the model of what we are familiar with spiritual leadership, created by organizational culture based on love and community. Talking about organizational culture, in my mind, it will be closely related to defining the actualizations of altruistic love in the workplace. As Gareth R. Jones wrote in his book entitled Organizational Theory, Design and Change in 2013, organizational culture is the set of shared values and norms that controls organizational members' interactions with each other and with suppliers, customers, and other people outside. So now let's take a look at Google's culture. It is cozy, right? When we see the Google's office in the Google Gallery, it is cozy, it's calm, and it is pleasant. Google has successfully developed a casual and relaxed atmosphere, encouraging employees to express their ideas openly. We can also see that Google has built a sense of community among its people, creating a more positive culture. And Google provides kitchen around offices, bringing people together and giving them spaces to grab lunch. That is a brilliant idea, I think, because the people will have efficient time management to explore innovation, since they don't need to spend time going to restaurants or cafes outside the offices. Well then, how do we define altruistic love? According to Louis Fry in 2003, altruistic love refers to a sense of wholeness, harmony, and well-being produced through care, concern, and appreciation for both self and others. I'm certain that altruistic love has significant roles to create positive, peaceful, and pleasant experiences in the workplace. It is such condition affecting must decrease in fear, anger, sense of failure, and vanity. Some people in an organization definitely experience emotion during work, right? It may happen whenever they are under increasing pressure from their bosses or the job. So what I understand, altruistic love in leadership also emphasizes trust, help, and sharing. And from my point of view, what I found in my research, a friendly atmosphere and sense of kinship are forged by altruistic love, manifested through care and appreciation. Leaders play a major role in manifestations of altruistic love to create a friendly atmosphere and sense of kinship. As I said before, leaders are supposed to have strong characters that encourage them in influencing others. Strong characters from leaders, in my perspective, will develop into positive ways to share culture, so that the relationship between leaders and followers are meaningful. So I would like to highlight the values of care and appreciation as the manifestation of love. I do believe that care is the basic quality that every great leader should have. And empathy is one of the manifestations of expressing care. In my experience, it is always challenging to show natural empathy. For instance, criticizing someone is good, right? But not only for leaders, but people should also understand why someone experiences it, or why she or he is in that situation. Empathy is about emotionally understanding. I repeat it once again. Empathy is about emotionally understanding others, of what they feel and of what they feel. It is always important to imagine how we are in their place. Good leaders should understand others' pain, right? In order they will be trusted. Besides, as far as I'm concerned, empathy can build trust. I have learned from my study that we can show empathy for people by first expressing our feelings, and second, valuing the relationships. As leaders show that they care, others are more likely to trust. And being present is another effective way to build trust, since others will not feel left behind. Anyway, I always imagine if I'm encountering problems and no one accompanies me to help, it feels hurt, right? It feels uncomfortable. And then next, it can be recognized that showing appreciation is notable. American philosopher and psychologist William James says, the deepest principle of human nature is a craving to be appreciated. I do believe that it is significant to show appreciation at work, since others will feel valued and they will be encouraged to do the best. In addition, it seems to me that people in the workplace will feel happy and motivated whenever they are appreciated because of what they have done or what they have achieved. And also, I think appreciation evolves culture. Well, to give an illustration, when we say thank you to the office boy who cleans our desk and prepares a cup of coffee or tea every morning, it feels joyful, right? Or it is fabulous when our manager says to us, I'm so thankful for what you did. Maybe because we have successfully handled a customer complaint, for example. Then showing appreciation become culture at work. I truly feel showing appreciations impact the relationship building process. And it deepens relationships among people. Leaders, in my perspective, should be role models who treat other people like human beings. People desire to be noticed. They need to be recognized and appreciated for their contributions. Even though personal accomplishment can motivate themselves, appreciation to people is a notable sign of people's existence. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to believe leaders committing and manifesting these values of altruistic love can successfully create a friendly atmosphere and sense of kinship. Since they are trusted and they become a good role model who have positive behavior, it seems to me that people will follow him. Now, for a few moments, once again, I do need your help. Please imagine that you are in pleasant mood in the workplace. Put yourself as a leader in that place. And you are surrounded by people who are kind because they are helpful and care. Everyone communicate in a polite way, is friendly, works with a sincere heart because there is no fear, anger, and sense of failure. There are no backbiters and gossipers who will undermine trust and moral. It is perfect harmony, right? So, last but not least, I'm saying a great leader does need love other people. Thank you very much. And for the following activities in the breakout rooms, I want you to share with others your inspiring leader. What qualities do they have in leadership? Do you think that they have manifested altruistic love to other people? If so, what qualities of altruistic love they have manifested? And last, how can you learn from them? I think that's what I can share with you all. Back to you, Mr. Cahyo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Give a big applause, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mas Deinza. I think it was amazing. I mean, there are so many things you've talked about. Thank you so much. For those who haven't caught all the important stuff, you can check out in the YouTube later. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for you to answer Mr. Deinza's question. Share your inspiring leaders and your other opinions about leadership. So now it's your time to move to the breakout rooms. While you do that, I'd like to introduce again the facilitators who are going to accompany you there. First, Miss Amalia. Hey, Miss Amalia. What group are you in?
Oh, hi, everyone. So I'll be the facilitator for room 5. Yay,
five,
see you there.
Okay, room 5. And then room 1. How about room 1? Who is the facilitator for room 1? Who is the facilitator for room 1?
Hi, it's gonna be me. With me.
Yuka, Mr.
Yes.
Yuka. Yeah, Mr. Yuka will be the
Room 1.
facilitator. Room 1. Room 2. Room 2, Miss. Room 2, Mr. Miss Rani.
Yeah. Room 2.
Miss Rani, yeah. Then room 3, we have Putini.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the room 3. Next, we're going to have the great discussion about leadership.
Cool. And then room 4, we have Mr. Fahrul. Or Mr. Wahyu. Fahrul, yeah. Okay. Hello, Mr. Fahrul.
Yes, in room 4.
Cool. The last one is Mr. Wahyu from room 6. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Wahyu. Ready?
Yes, of course,
Okay,
sir.
cool.
See you guys in room 6. Yes.
Okay. Please join the breakout rooms immediately, guys. Yeah. Have fun there. Yeah. Right. So I am left behind with our beloved presenter here, Mr. Deinza. How are you, Mas?
I'm very well. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit nervous, actually.
All right. Well, I was amazed. Honestly, I mean, the things you've shared to us, I will definitely take a look at the YouTube because I've missed out so many important things.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Like, wow, I need this. I think I have to be honest that I've never been a good leader so far, I think. So I really want to learn a lot.
Hopefully that we can learn together, Mr. Cahyo.
Okay, sure. By the way, before we go to the chit chat, I want to encourage the viewers in YouTube. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, we have the expert here about leadership. Right now, since while waiting for the questions from the YouTube, I'll ask mine. Yeah, I'll be
But
selfish. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Cahyo. If we check the YouTube, Paulus Aditya Hernawan that I told you before joining the YouTube. Thank you, Adit. Thank you, Adit.
Okay.
Okay, sure, Mr. Cahyo.
All right. Well, why were you interested in leadership? And maybe when? When was the first time you were interested in the leadership?
Okay. Why am I interested in leadership? Well, actually, Mr. Cahyo, I'm interested in human resource management actually, because I remember when I was interviewed by the head of master management study program, it was the same question: why are you interested to join this program? And basically, I love interacting with people. Basically, I love interacting with people. I love spending time talking with people and listening to their ideas and inspirational stories. You know, you and I also sometimes spend our afternoon break, right, in a secret room, sharing stories and ideas. It is enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. So I think it is the reason why I took the human resource management study program. I love people, and in my perspective, human resource management is mostly related to people in organization. For me, human resource management can be like a bridge between people and organization, between people performance and organization goals, right? As we know, human resource management includes employment such as recruitment, selection, as well as compensations such as pay, incentive, and also development, training, career management, etc. And leadership, now let's talk about leadership. In my opinion, is always associated with effective human resource management, linked with organizational success, right? It means that leadership strengthens human resource management practices. In organization, leaders influence to create organizational culture, like I told you before. And then organization culture take part to controls people interaction. And leaders are supposed to have abilities to manage their diverse people, to unite them as a teamwork together in order to attain their goals. Then leadership is an art. For me, leadership is an art to manage and interact with people. So those are some factors that encourage me to study about leadership actually, Mr. Cahyo. In short, since it is an art, leadership is always interesting to learn. Yes.
Wow, that is inspiring.
No.
I mean, no, I mean it's true. I mean, it all came from people, yeah. Your love for other people, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I do actually find other people interesting sometimes, but yeah, maybe I need to dig deeper about how to become a good leader. Well, basically, that's my second question. So, what are the challenges, Mas? You've been a leader for quite some time now. So, what are the challenges to be faced when you want to be a good leader?
Okay. Before I answer your questions, I do need new insights. Okay, I do need new insights, and I will ask you question, Mr. Cahyo, actually. So, according to your experiences, and I believe that you have a lot of experiences in community, in organization, something like that. Yeah. How do you define leadership?
Wow, that is difficult. I think, well, in my experiences, I think I always try to find best in people. So yeah, it's always different. I got different teams, and then, well, that's my answer. So I know this guy, for instance, he knows about tech, and then she can write or she can take notes well, and then he is really creative. So then, yeah, when I was able to know my team, and then I think it gets better. The goal was achieved, but I wasn't satisfied yet. Still,
Why? Why?
well, to be honest with you, I think this is really personal, but I was judged. I was judged by my team sometimes. Yeah. I am a bad temper leader because when I had target, I tend to, maybe I couldn't really show love that you talked about every time. Sometimes when I need to get something done, I say not loud, but I was a bit mean. I I gave mean face unintentionally, of course, but yeah, I'm working on it actually.
Actually, I don't agree with you because we we spend most of the time when we are in the office, yeah, together, right? And we have worked together for a couple of months, and I think that you have potential in leaders actually, to be a good leader, guys. Because in my experience, when I'm communicating with you, when I was interacting with you, that you really show natural empathy, in my opinion. Okay, this is my perspective. Yeah, don't judge me. This is my perspective. So, Masahio, maybe I can relate it to the answer for the second questions that you posed. Maybe I would like to conclude that the challenges of good leaders would be two. The first one is about people, managing people, leading people. And the second one is authority, sharing authority, shared authority. So let's talk about the first one. It is always challenging to manage and leading team, especially a large team. Do you agree with me?
Agree.
Yeah, because individuals, in my opinion, are unique. They have different characteristics, right?
Yeah.
They may have their own pace or ways to complete certain agreements. Certain assignments. I have experience working with a colleague who demonstrated abilities to complete jobs perfectly. However, he was slow to pace, slow respond. This person needed to be encouraged to meet the deadline. However, another colleague had responsibility to meet the deadlines. Even he submitted the task before the deadline. That's amazing, right? Because I usually be on the deadline. Well, I dealt with people with different paces. In fact, believe it or not, realize it or not, they exist in an organization, right? So another problem that I'm still learning right now, and I study with Adit, my best friends also. When I encountered, when I dealt with stubborn person. So do you have any experience of that? Dealing with a stubborn person?
I do.
Yeah?
I do actually.
Okay. who always considered that his idea the best among others, right?
Yeah.
And I found that he did not want to accept any other ideas. At the time, to be honest, I give up. I did give up. Having those people in a team was unbelievable since I did not have knowledge to deal with them. Okay. In addition, there were definitely conflicts arose when we had discussions. Have you encountered in that situation, Mr. Cahyo?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't think that I did it well.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember when I told you about I got angry? Yeah. But then I think once I said, well, I'm the boss here for this event, so you need to listen to me. I literally said that. So I wasn't happy about it.
Okay. Yeah. I do understand what we felt at that time. I do understand. And managing people in a team is like what we call it. I don't have any expressions of it. Menyatukan kepala, semua kepala, putting heads in one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, but any maybe you can correct me.
I think you can say that. Yeah.
Sorry?
Put
Yeah.
all the heads together. I think you can say
Menyatukan
that.
semua kepala, Mbak ini. What is in English? I don't find any.
Put different I don't know. Put different ideas.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Put the heads together. Oh,
Yeah, put the heads together. Okay.
I don't think.
I'll keep it in mind.
That's
Okay. Thank you, Miss Annie. I think that is sometimes impossible, right? To putting all heads to be one. Then what I learned from that situation is that it depends on what we call it as recruitment. Recruitment become the best start to hire potential people with the same culture with our organization. I'm saying that we are supposed to recruit the best potential people who demonstrate their abilities to get the jobs done well and have a similar culture that we have created. Because culture usually created by the leaders also, right? And it might be, I understand that it might be impossible to have similar culture, yeah, but it might be close to, not similar but close to. And why I did that, the people will hire should have a similar culture, because people in organization have embodied culture, right? For example, the culture is about, what is it? Innovation and self-discipline, for example. Yeah. It means that we should not hire candidates that show their lack of abilities to share ideas that may encourage innovation. We will not hire such type of recruiting. Recruit. And we should not hire people who cannot demonstrate their ability to give priority. In addition, as I presented before, trust is a significant in managing team. So it is not always about leaders' capabilities to lead a team, but in my personal experience, it is probably about leaders who cannot show care and appreciation for people. And also leaders do not show respect to others, cannot be trusted. That's why I suggest altruistic love is important to be considered in leadership. Second, I said before that it is about the challenging to be a good leader is always about sharing authority. So my next question before I answer it, Mr. Cahyo. Sorry, I usually call you Mas.
It's all right. It's all right.
Because we are like brothers, actually. So, do you mind if I
just call him Mas? I usually call him Kakak.
Oh, really? Kakak?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Cahyo should call me D.
I feel old.
You are.
Well, I will call you Mas, yeah. So, Mas Cahyo, do you have? Did you do a reflection? It is related with your experience, yeah. Did you do any reflection why you were, why you became such a leader? Sorry, I don't want to judge you, yeah, but I
It's
want
alright.
to
It's alright.
have a new insights about it.
Yeah. Maybe what you meant by that was when I was a bit bad-tempered, and or maybe judged as mean, yeah, by my team. Maybe one of the reasons was I didn't want to have special relationship with one of my subordinates. So I wanted to be neutral as possible. But then I couldn't really show love then to them. Like I couldn't, let's say I care about him or her, then if I, go deeper, then I think it's not professional. So I was confused about that. Being how can we become, empathetic and professional at the same time? I think it's really difficult.
Yeah. Because this is interesting, Mas Cahyo. In my in my presentation, I told you about sense of kinship. I don't know whether this is the correct terms or not, but maybe Mbak Henny again will correct me. Rasa kekeluargaan, yeah, sense of kinship, and that may be what you encounter at that time, yeah. So it is always challenging to be sense of kinship in an organization, because in my personal experience, there will be no border between leader, okay, let's say leader, yeah, leader and the follower. Maybe, yeah, because in my experience, because they have a close relationship between others, among others, so there will be, it will be borderless. So maybe this is, I will answer you with my second conclusion about challenging in leadership. It is about sharing authority. Okay, sharing authority. Leaders are supposed to share authority with people in order to complete assignments. And this is what happens. Do you, or have you ever found leaders who did all jobs by themselves, even though they had people or employees? I mean, have you ever?
I do.
All the tasks will be done by themselves. From my point of view, these types of leaders do not trust their people. Okay, lacks of trust. It could be because of people's ability, or it is because leaders could not set their expectation. And in my opinion, this is very dangerous in organization, because when leader cannot set their expectation, it will be no team. Okay, it will not be coordination and communication in organization. So let's imagine. Okay, I will invite you, Mas Cahyo, again to play a role. Okay, so Mr. Cahyo, I'm so sorry. You will be employee. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Don't take it personally.
I am.
Oh, really? Okay, sorry. Well, and I am your leader. Just to get the illustration. This is also Adit is my favorite one, my favorite leader actually. So I learned more about leadership with Adit. So for example, let's make the situation. Mr. Cahyo, I assigned you to complete, what is it? A sales report. Okay, for example, a sales report. Yet I did not give you clear instructions about the format of the report and the deadlines. Okay, so imagine it. A few days later, I asked you about the report that I sent you, and you answered that you have not finished yet. Okay, then I got angry because you couldn't meet the deadline. Say, 2 days later, after I got mad at you, you submitted the report. And again, I got mad at you since it did not meet my standard. Just for example, it was the font was too small, the table was too simple, the cover maybe was too plain, and there were too few pages, no more description. A few months later, there was a seller's report that needed to be completed. However, since I was disappointed and I did not trust you at all because of your work, I did not share the assignment to you. Yet I completed it by myself. But when we take a look in the job description, it should be you. Okay, but because I was disappointed and did not trust you, so I did it by myself. So what can we conclude about the illustration?
I think the boss is a bit, how do you say, perfectionist thing, and then, well, maybe you what you say was true when you say the boss didn't, or you didn't trust me.
Me again? Okay, yeah, I do agree with you, but in my opinion, this is lack capabilities of leadership actually, because I will tell you this. I'm certain that one of the important responsibilities that leaders should perform is to provide clear information to people, right?
Agree.
Since it aims to help people have the same visions with the leaders, right? Because employee is not a mentalist. He or she can't guess what leaders want, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. People not guess leader standards to complete jobs, right?
Yeah.
And because of these experiences, leaders do not want to share authority with people following them.
Nice.
They feel that it is better or maybe the best complete job by themselves since they cannot trust their other people. So I'm so sorry. I love telling story. So sorry, Mr. Cahyo. Yeah.
No worries, no worries.
This is all about my friend's experience actually. So I have a friend called Billy Anggadinata, and he is a music producer, Sahyo. He is also a band leader, and he manages a recording studio. And he has many loyal clients and talents actually. His principle that I love is that our colleagues are our friends. Okay, our colleagues are our friends. Their friends help us to reach dreams. That's interesting, right? Their friends helping us to reach the dreams. Since he works as a music producer, he needs people to help edit recordings. According to his experience, Billy feels that he cannot blame his people when they make mistakes. Okay, and I asked him why you couldn't blame people whenever they made mistakes, because he thought that everyone has his or her unique ways, either the jobs that can be done in a simple way or complicated one. Kalau bisa susah, kenapa harus mudah? Kalau bisa mudah, kenapa harus susah? Something like that. So Billy argues that a leader is supposed to give an example. Okay, leader is supposed to give an example. It will be better if a leader shares knowledge with people in completing jobs in order they have the same vision. He always shares with his editor that the desired standard job should be done. He gives examples in order the editor can have insights into outcomes. And what I can learn from Billy's experiences is that, again, it is about altruistic love, Mas Cahyo. He shows his empathy to the editor. He is aware that someone needs time to adapt at work, right? When you the first time came to Cilacs UII, did you think that you need more time to adapt to the culture?
I do actually. I I needed a lot of time to. I was a bit, culture shock, you might say.
Okay, yeah, I do agree with you. So, someone needs time to adapt to it, right? And it is fair to people who need time to understand and learn the way jobs should be completed on leaders' standard. Okay, Morofel said that he always try to put himself into people's situation. Again, it is about empathy, emotionally understanding others. As I said, it is very significant to show natural empathy to others. It means that we do understand who they are. So it seems to me that it will be feasible to share authority with others if leaders can share clear goals, give valuable examples to attain desired outcomes. Okay, so I will highlight two important things sharing authority. The first one is leaders must share clear goal first and then give valuable examples. That's all that I can share with you, Mr. Sario.
Right. Thank you.
Sure,
I think
sure.
that's enlightening. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never
I'll remember that for the next, let's say, leader role I can get.
Yeah.
By the way, Mbak Henny, do you have any questions? Any? Yeah.
So
Oh my
before
God.
before Mbak Henny asks me a question, I will ask Mbak Henny a question. Sorry, Mbak Henny. Mbak Henny, how the same questions I posed to Mas Cahyo, yeah, Mbak Henny, how do you define leadership?
My goodness, I have no idea. Like, oh my God. Well, leadership. Well, you're a leader. You should have some qualities, and that should be in your characters. Like, well, words like let's say caring, compassion, altruistic, like powerful and stuff. I think that should define leadership, and that should emphasize what you should be as a leader. I don't know. I'm blank about leadership. When I have to lead someone, or when I have to be a leader for myself, let's say, then I just follow my, I don't know, I guess follow my instinct.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Mbak Henny. Really. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one thing for sure, a leader cannot ghost his or her subordinates. Yeah. Right, Mbak Henny?
Sorry?
A leader cannot ghost his or
come?
her subordinates.
So you feel ghosted or what? All right, I
Right.
see.
Well, this is bad. That's an inside joke. So okay. Well, move on to your question. You said that you have questions from us, Deinza here.
Oh, right. My God, questions. Well, perhaps because Mas Deinza is a great leader, yeah. Then my question is, what do your subordinates say about you as a leader?
Wow. Let's go.
Sorry, Mbak Henny. Sorry.
Okay, that's not a good question. That's
it's
not
good
a good question.
No, really, because yeah.
Right. So should I repeat it?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, since you are a great leader, I can I can see that you are a great leader. So what do your subordinates say about you? To
Tough
you.
questions. Tough questions.
What do they say about you to you?
So, does it mean that this is about self-leadership?
No, like these people who work under your leadership, or perhaps once they say something about your leadership, perhaps once they told you about how good you are as a leader.
I think that no one say that I'm a great leader, or no one say that I'm a good leader, because
Okay.
yeah, I've never found that, Mbak Heni. So sorry, I can't answer your questions because
Right.
no one
No, I was
tell me how good I am. No one tell me about how great I am.
yeah.
So even my close friend never say that to me. So maybe because I am a social leader, yeah. Social leader. This is not a great leader, but so.
So. Okay. Yeah, that's what you think of yourself. Other people think you are great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we are defined by others. So
Yeah.
we can always think of ourselves as we want. But well, yeah, what others think define us, which we cannot control.
Really, and this is interesting because in my presentation I mentioned backbeaters and gossipers, right? So maybe it can be related. It can relate to what
True,
we feel,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Because
right,
we valued by other people, right?
Gossipers, right? Yeah.
So
how about it?
Yeah.
How should we deal with that?
Well, actually, from the bottom of my heart, I always try to avoid backbeaters and gossipers. But to be honest, I may sometimes become that type of person when I talk with someone or other people, right? And I realize that I am tempted, right, to talk about others' life. And I'm still learning, actually, Mbak Heni. Maybe we can share our experience, yeah. But I challenge myself not to be backbeater or gossiper, as I could. And I attempt to, build a relationship with people that spread kindness. If we take a look, the word, what is backbeat? It means that maybe it is about spreading slander, fitnah gitu ya, slander, fitnah, yeah, about someone. Well, the verb gossip, maybe it is about talking others' life, maybe, yeah, talking about others' personal life, And I tend to believe that backbeaters and gossipers have a devastating impact on organizational culture. In my opinion, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I think that it will make organization less harmonious because of shifting attitudes, maybe, of gossipers and backbeaters and victims. So that will influence the people communicate, right? There must be isolated communication among them. So for example, we are gossiping Mas Cahyo maybe, and so let's gossip about Mas Cahyo. What do you have, Mbak Heni, about Mas Cahyo?
Well, as far as I know, he's just been ghosted, you know. And he's been suffering a lot. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's
too bad for him.
He is always feels lonely, right?
Yeah. I
That's
wish I could do something for him, like finding someone for him.
okay. So sorry, Mas Tahyo, but it is tempted actually. Well, and then I'm sure that the victims of backbiting and gossiping will be very hurt, right? Will be very hurt, and perhaps there will be conflict among them, among the victims, backbiters, and gossipers, and maybe the physical fights and arguments can arise at work. Maybe, yeah, in my opinion, and this will cause an unfavorable or uncomfortable atmosphere at work. Well, in my experience, correct me if I'm wrong, Mbak Heni and Mas Cahyo, people like gossiping and backbiting tend to work unproductively because
Agree.
they're
Yeah.
okay. I do agree because they are often distracted with any rumors, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they will not focus on daily jobs since they waste their most of the time and the energy to interfere with others.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So I feel
Yeah.
sorry for the victims because they feel fear and maybe they are demotivated. Maybe that makes
Wow, the discussion is just very hot.
uncomfortable at work. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, our participants are coming.
Yeah.
And I would say that gossiping and backbiting will undermine morals.
Yeah.
First, once again, I believe that gossiping and backbiting undermine or undermine by any undermine morals because they don't show empathy, tolerance, and
Right.
respect. That's what I think.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mas Deinza. Thank you so much, Mbak Heni as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Mbak Heni and Mas Cahyo, for the discussion.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It was great discussion. Thank you.
Welcome back for the participants. Yeah, welcome back. I'm sure you had a good discussion with the other participants in the breakout rooms. Yeah. Well, it's time for you to share. It's time for you to share with us. Right. I will invite the facilitator to mention the member. First, I will not do it in order. From Mr. Wahyu. Mr. Wahyu, who is going to be your representative?
Actually, I was joining Miss Tini's room because I got only one participant, Mr. Cahyo.
Okay, that's too bad. Okay.
But fortunately, the only one participant will be the representative from our room. Here is Mr. Bima. Please, Mr. Bima.
Cool. All right, Mr. Bima.
Mr. Bima, yes, please.
Please, Mr.
Okay, yes. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Bima. So, in my life, I have an inspiring leader. He is my grandfather. I can say that because my grandmother is the director in his company, but now is pension. He is a good leader because, as I know, the definition of leadership by John C Maxwell is leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. I believe that my grandfather gives a positive impact to another. It also to their employee, so he can manage their people. He can help and care to the employee to drive the goal of the company, so the company can achieve their target. I will say before, that the leadership there is related with altruistic love. I think altruistic love is to emphasize and trust, help, and sharing to the people, to another. Basically, is the employee. So the leader have a quality like character, relationship, and character is the point, and the relation with another people, and prioritize the work of people is the point to get attention to their employee. So if the leader can manage the employee, so we can say the employee can believe it either, and the last and the goal, the target of the company, so can be achieved too. The example, 1 minute please.
Okay.
It is a company in contracts, construction. So the grandfather can build a building, a bridge, and nothing related to building, like house, like a hotel, and many more. So, and the last but not least is a good leader. So I want to be the leader like him. I think that's the point. Thank you very much. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mas Bima. Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's a very good opinion. Yeah. So if you can control your subordinates, you can call yourself a good leader. The next one, I shall welcome the participant from Miss Tini's group. Miss Tini, who is the representative from your group? Hello, Miss Tini, are you still there? Or are you ghosting me?
Oh, Miss Tini actually was in my room. I mean, I was in her room, so we were in the same room.
Okay, so only one, yeah?
Yeah, only
okay.
one.
Okay. Next one, let's hear it from Miss Rani. From your group, Miss Rani.
Yeah, from group 2, we have, wait a minute, Mr. Irfan. Yeah.
Irfan.
Yeah, Mr. Irfan.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Irfan. Okay. I'm come from Klaten. I work in university in IAIN Yogyakarta as a lecturer. Sorry. Okay. As a representative of Group 2. Okay. Talking about the leadership. There's 4 questions we discussed in Group 2. The first is the leaders who inspiring, especially for me. To me, the great leader is Soekarno, who inspiring me because he is the first president of this nation. So his vision to vote and to make this nation as independent nation can what we watch and we learn how the impressions of this Karna to this nation. So the second about the what we say Altruistic Love. I'm sorry, I forget. Okay. Yes, the leader absolutely need and have to make the big and the great connection with his what we say organization or its members. I think Sukarno is the best what we say leader in this nation, because he can to unite the yes, the island and the tribes, many tribes, 1,000 tribes of this nation, and making the unity between the one nation is Indonesia. Yes, Sukarno is not only came as the leader, what we say, taken for granted. Yeah, he worked from the zero to hero. I think he suffered many suffering. He was in jail when he was young, and the other suffer. We also yes, in his story we read that he with Sarir and with Hatta in beautiful yes present in the what we say the small island that's not facilitated like Java and any other big island. So I think with this suffer and his struggle to make this nation, I think we can learn more about the leadership of Sukarno. So about the what value we can learn to Sukarno is first is his good communicator. He is a great orator, can move the citizenship of the people of Indonesia move together and to make this nation as independent nation. So second is his brief. Yes, his brief. We can learn about the history, how to we fight with the Dutch to take back the West Irian. We have a simple weapon. We fight with Dutch and America with the sophisticated weapon. We can take it back to Indonesia as the unite of Indonesia. So the third we can learn to Sukarno is he is never stopped to try. Whatever trial. I think every leader needs to try everything, and with a watch list about the implication upon the end is better or worse. I think we have to try. Yes, we learn about Sukarno how to communicate and deal with great Russian, great Russian, Union Soviet. Yeah, when he not deal with USA, but he prefer to Soviet. I think it's right because Soviet is what we say communist with no religion, like Indonesia is Islamic. The Muslim nation. And I think that's what I have to represent as representative of the second row. I think. Thank you, Mr. Cahya.
Thank you so much, Mas. It was really detailed. Yeah, I feel nationalistic already. Yeah, suddenly I feel so nationalistic. Thank you for reminding us about Sukarno's courage, Sukarno's leadership. All right. Thank you. The next one. I welcome from Next one I welcome from Miss Amalia group. Miss Amalia's group. Who's gonna be your group?
Okay. Hi. Okay. So we haven't really decided a name yet together during our discussion. But if I can pick one name to be the representative, it would be Miss Gusti. Okay. So Miss Gusti, would you like to share with us? Yeah. What we discussed earlier.
Okay, please. Miss Gusti.
Oh, so sorry, my connection was lost and I only heard Mr. Cahya call my name. Oh, so is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Yes.
We are waiting for you.
Oh,
Go on,
okay.
the screen is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm Kapita Kersaning Gusti, but it's okay if you can call me Gusti. I am a teacher in one of the elementary school in Jakarta, and I live in Jakarta too. Actually, we had a great discussion from the fifth groups through the three questions. Perhaps as the representative of our group, I'd like to share that when Miss Amalia first asked us who is our inspirational leader, some of us answered dad, mom, our boss, or our leaders at work, but some of us can not yet describe or explain one person. And after that, we describe also what are the characteristics that a leader should have. All of us agree that having a positive attitude and expressing care, appreciation, and love is also a good traits for a leader. But besides that, a leader should also have a vision. Actually, one of our members said that has to have a leader must have a vision and also missions, so that all of the goals of the company or schools or other organization can be achieved. And a great leader can also have the self-evaluation. A leader have to evaluate themselves, so not only giving evaluation to other people. And a leader must also respect and treat everyone fairly, but in many kinds of ways. So in the last question, when Ms. Amalia asked us if we were a leader, how can we describe ourselves? Most of us agree that having a positive attitude is a must. For example, having being resilient, responsible, perhaps military or non-military style is still debatable. Adaptive is also debatable, but I'd like to point out that why bother choosing one or two traits, or maybe one or two inspirational leader that we have. So if we go back to the first question, who is our inspirational leader? So actually, I agree that we must not choose it yet. So we must learn from many leaders around us. So yeah, it's okay if we haven't choose one yet. It's really nice if we can learn from many leaders around us too. So yeah, that's all from our group. Hopefully I can I have described all of our discussion from the fifth group. Thank you so much.
Right, thank you so much. Yeah, actually, you do. I think. I mean, you gave thorough explanation. Yeah, you give influence. Thank you, Mbak. All right. The next one, I shall welcome the fourth group from Mr. Fahrul.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cahyo. Fourth group will have Mbak Dwi. Okay, please, Mbak Dwi, time is yours.
Mbak Dwi. Hello, Mbak Dwi, are you there? Are you still there? Well, she's ghosting us now. Hello, Mbak Dwi, are you there? Right, maybe moving on to the next one first, yeah, before we go to Mbak Dwi. From Mr. Yuga, I'm sorry, Mr. Faru, yeah, we can, postpone Mbak Dwi's presentation later. Mr. Yuga, who is your representative?
Okay, hi. Okay, so before I call the speaker, I would like to say that we didn't have enough time to discuss the discussion. And also, we only got the first and the second question. So I proudly present Miss Dia. Please, welcome.
Okay, Miss Dia. Hi.
Mr. Yu.
Yuga. Oh, I'm so sorry. Suddenly like flag out here. Okay, let me introduce myself, teman-teman. I'm Dia. I'm a mom with 2 children, and then now I'm so sorry, yeah, with the big son. And then I'm a PIPA teacher, yeah, independent PIPA teacher. And then now I take a master degree in UGM. Nah, actually, I just came 5 minutes before the breakout room will be ditutup. So I'm totally agree with Miss Gusti. Maybe right now I said this one become my leader. I mean, like my favorite leader, but maybe tomorrow or next week I choose somebody else. But because I just read a bit about altruistic love, so I decided when Mr. Yuga asked to me, I said my favorite leader is my husband. Why? Maybe he not perfect, and nobody's perfect, yeah. But we can try to be perfect. So I learned from his imperfection. Is it correct, Mr.
Yeah,
Yuga?
that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. So I learned from his imperfection. From that, I can so that thing can lead me become better. And then just like when one of us make a fault, and then from that we just he just lead me become a better person, just that. So that's why I choose him become my favorite leader, like that. I say it, yeah, teman-teman, not because I didn't want, like, because maybe you afraid, because not, yeah, because I feel it, yeah. And I said, if you have like some checklist, a good leader, maybe I cannot give a check because not like that. But from that, I learn more. Yeah, I learn more, and then okay, I didn't need wait him to be perfect or better. Yeah, but from that I learn. I will start from myself. So that's why I choose him become my apa tadi favorite leader.
Favorite leader.
Thank you, teman-teman.
All right. Thank you so much. I think it's really sweet. Yeah, that's what Mbak Nuri said. Yeah. She said that an imperfection can still lead you to an unconditional love. Okay, I add the love one in the end. Well, yeah, we learn from the altruistic love. We all can be good leaders. I think the last now, not the last, from Mr. Wahyu Putini, Miss Rani.
Mr. Cahyo.
Mr. Cahyo. Yeah? Oh yeah, Mr. Faru. Okay,
I think Mbak Dwi is here now.
Okay. Mbak Dwi, your time.
Okay, Mbak Dwi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I was the connection here is unstable. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Cahyo, perhaps?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. Okay. In my group, discussed about our inspiring leaders, and everyone has mentioned, well, at least somebody who is above. But we all agree that love is the basic characteristics or main characteristics that a leader should have. And because of love, there are several characteristics that a leader can this love. So, for example, I believe that leader should understand their or he or she or his or her team members or perhaps followers, because by understanding the members or the people, they could facilitate or they could give service for the members to function or to do their role properly. And besides, a leader should have dedication, because like the presenter said, that a leader should give service to people. And next characteristic is that a leader should be humble, because when a leader is humble, then the followers or perhaps their team members can be more comfortable and be more motivated. And I think that's all from our group 4. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Badwi. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Well, those are the presentations. Thank you so much, everyone. For those who haven't got the opportunities, yeah, just join the next event and you'll get one. Right. Now I would like to invite Mr. Deinza to maybe give comments for the group presentations. Mr. Deinza, would you be so kind?
Okay, thank you, Mas Sario. Unfortunately, that I have to call you Mas Sario, yeah, as our agreement. Okay. Well, thank you very much for Mr.
Bima.
Bima.
Yes.
Okay. And then Mr. Irfan. And then Miss. I do like this, Mas Cahyo. Kesaning Gusti, right?
Yeah.
Gusti. It's so Jawani, right?
Yeah.
Jawani, and I think that is more about the philosophy. Yeah. And Mas Mbak Dwi also, Mbak Tia. Yeah. Okay. And well, I would like to. Yeah, I do agree with Mbak Kesaning Gusti, because we still have to learn about others' leadership characteristic, right? I do agree with you, Mbak. And because we are still learning and we are still maybe adapting his or her style, and we are in our personal development, right? We feel that we are in the personal development, so learning is never stop. Okay, so we are learning continuously, and I do agree with Mbak Kesaning Gusti. And then positive attitude, like what I said in the presentation before, that I do agree, and I tend to believe that leaders should impose culture and manifest it to positive attitude, because it is what we discussed previously, Mas Sahyo, and with Mbak Heni, that we don't need any gossiper or any backbiter, right? So we need to influence the positive way in a workplace, so that we will create a friendly atmosphere and sense of kinship. What I mean with sense of kinship is rasa kekeluargaan. Okay, and this is very important, because we need to spread the kindness. Right? We need to spread positive to others. So I do agree with you. And And then, yeah, thank you very much, Ibu Dia. Okay, the PIPA teacher of studying in UGM, yeah. And actually, if someone asks me about the great leader, I will also answer with my wife. Okay, because I do agree with Ibu Dia that imperfect will impact in perfect. What is it? Imperfectness, yeah.
Imperfection.
Imperfection will impact to perfection, and I do agree with it. So sorry, Mbak Dwi, I can't catch your ideas because maybe about the connection, yeah, Mbak Dwi, yeah. Hey, Mbak Dwi, how are you? Okay, so I think that's all, Mas Sahyo, that I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mas Deinza. Thank you. Well, now moving on to the next is the Q&A. I invite you to ask your questions if you have any. Have any question? Do you still have unanswered question from the breakout rooms, maybe? Anyone? No direct questions. All right. Well, maybe all the questions have been answered, yeah, in your breakout rooms. And now, I mean, everyone has shared about the points or values of good leader. Right. Moving on to the next one. The next activity is feedback form filling. So I not invite you. I humbly ask you to fill out the feedback. So, you know, we can be better in the future. I am going to share you the link through the chat column. Give some time. Wait. And Mas Adit, maybe could you please play a music background? Oh, he has shared the link, by the way. So the link is in the chat column. Please fill out the feedback form.
Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change. And in the bad times I feel myself. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more?
Excuse me, committee. I think the link of the questionnaire is still not. I tried, yeah, and then I think it's still like mode for edit, not for fill out. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to check. Okay, maybe.
Okay, Mas Sanyo, or maybe we can share it later on the WhatsApp group, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right, yeah. Please fill out the feedback on the WhatsApp group later. Now, moving on to the next one is the today's pick. Yeah. I tried to pick the best quotes, yeah, among many, yeah, because Mr. Deinza gave us lots of quotes. So I think leadership values also from you guys, from the participants. Here is what I mastered to capture. Share my screen. Today's pick. Oh, there. Okay, I hope it's visible to you. So today's big verse is leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. So a good leader, the big leader, gives good influence wherever you are. That's from Maxwell. Second one, altruistic love has significant role in building good relationship, yeah, friendly and sense of kinship. So they were emphasized by our speaker today. Friendliness and sense of kinship. And then care is one of the best qualities a leader could have. Yeah. Last one, a great leader needs to love other people professionally. Yeah. I highlighted that because love can mean one and other things. Thank you. That is the today's speak. Now is the voucher announcement. Yeah. I'll invite the coordinator of this program to announce the lucky ones who got the voucher from Cilacs. Miss Henny, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mas Cahyo. All right, everyone. It's something nice turning up today because usually we've got 2 vouchers to give away, but today, due to the generosity of our marketing manager, because of his altruistic love as a leader, then he gives us today 3 vouchers to give away. Yay! I'm too excited. Hang on. Let me show you. This is the voucher. There. All right. So it's worth 150,000. It's for a conversation program because this is a speaking class. So yeah, 3 of you lucky attendees will get these vouchers. And the first is, well, for your information, this is recommended by your facilitators and also based on our kind judgment. Okay, so the first person, the lucky one is Miss Nurhuda Hasmar, Nurhuda Hasmar. You there?
Congratulations.
Nurhuda?
Yeah, thank you.
There she is. Yes, she's there. Okay, congratulations. Then I've got the second person. It's Mr. Irfan Saifuddin.
Oh,
I think he gave us the first information.
Yeah.
Mr. Irfan.
Okay, thank you, sir.
There you
Yeah,
are.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And the third person, the lucky one is Mr. Bima Andrianto. Still here?
Okay, thank you. Yes.
There he is.
Congratulations.
All right, congratulations
Thank you.
for the 3 of our participants today. Back to you, Mas Cahyo. Thank you. We'll stop sharing this.
All right. Thank you, Miss Henny. Well, yeah.
Right.
Congratulations for the lucky ones. Well, everyone is lucky here because we can, interact or share or give love each other today. Now it's time for the photo session. This is what I've been waiting for. So, Mas Adit, could you be so kind? Would you be so kind to lead us to do the photo session?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cahyo. It's time to take the picture. So everyone, please turn on your camera. Okay, Mr. Albanus, and then Mr. Miss Herdianti, Mr. Saipul. Please turn on your camera. How if we use finger symbol again, Mas Cahyo?
All right.
Shaping the letter C like this.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, guys, would you please to use your right hand and shape it to be a letter C like this. Letter C means Cilacs community. Okay, we'll start it from the first page. We have 2 pages already. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, still waiting. Okay. Okay, then the second page. Okay, wait, still wait. Okay, still wait, sorry. Still wait. It's still loading on my screen, sorry. Still loading. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mas Cahyo.
Right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Again, I'd say thank you for everyone, especially the participants, yeah, for joining us today. I will be happy if you guys join us for the next event. Keep in touch. I mean, check out our Instagram as well. Yeah. Keep updated. Thank you so much. Thank you for the beloved presenter, Mr. Deinza. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough.
Thank you very
And
much, Mr. Cahyo, Mas Cahyo,
yeah.
for having me this evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you all the committees. Hope I can see you again very soon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.